Book on hold. My ID. Cannot find my library card anywhere.
You want to get a new one now?
I'm sure I'll find it. It always pops up somewhere. Got the goods, and with no time to spare. Hi, good morning. You guys have toffee nut, right? Or not toffee nut, what's the holiday one? Chestnut praline? Okay, can I please have a venti hot chestnut praline latte with an extra shot of espresso? That's all. Kayla? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, the cups are so Thank you. Oh, God. Starbucks holiday cups are my bread and butter. Good morning, my dears. Today is the day. Today is November 9th. I have been holding off on reading this book for like months and months and months and months so that I could read it today, and I'm sure I'm not the only one doing this. It's not exactly the most creative idea, but I'm very excited, and we're off to kind of a rough start. I was planning on waking up super early because I only have like certain periods throughout the day where I can actually read, and then I forgot today was the 9th. And so we're off to a rough start, but I'm going to start reading now while my son is still sleeping, and then we're just gonna do our best to finish it today. It's 300 pages, 307 pages. Not impossible. I've done harder things. I've definitely read longer books in less than 24 hours, but I didn't have a child or a full-time job when I was doing that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not reading the synopsis. I think I've heard enough about it from other YouTubers. It's two people. They meet on November 9th and they hit it off, but instead of changing their lives around to like be together or give their relationship a shot, they agree to just continue meeting up on November 9th every year. If that's wrong, I will learn soon that that is wrong, but that is what I'm going into it thinking it's about. So yeah, so we're gonna do a little reading vlog situation today. Shall we begin? I have my Starbucks in hand and I have my cat in lap. First, November 9th. I am translucent, aquatic, drifting aimless. She is an anchor, sinking in my sea. Opening line, okay. I wonder what kind of sound it would make if I were to smash this glass against the side of his head. I love violence in the morning. I might just be cold, but I just got full body shivers, and it was not brief. Like, I sat here in my shivers for like at least 30 seconds. I'm on page 72. They are agreeing to meet up on November 9th every year to see each other again. I don't know, I got shivers. It's really good so far. I mean, does stuff like this ever happen in real life? I want to meet someone who like had a guy pretend to be her fake boyfriend. Like, this trope happens so often in romance books. Like, I need to know, is this based in reality? Their like connection, the way they speak to each other, the jokes they make. I'm actually sitting here like smiling like a dummy, but this is just so like I'm sitting here like this. So we're done for now until we can get another chunk of time to devote to reading. I'm on page 108. So how many pages did I say this book was? 307. So I'm a third of the way there. It's like such a easy read. You just want to keep going. It flows really nicely. Right now I'm on the first meetup, so the second November 9th. I think it's really working out that I didn't know that much about this book, because I think about something like It Ends With Us that is so hyped up, and I read it and I was like, okay, it's good, but I don't get why it's like the most hyped book ever. So the fact that I haven't heard that much about this one, I went into it with a more open mind about whether or not it's like super good or not. I'm not, no pun intended, reading too much into it. Hello, Mr. Baby. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Baby. Oh, I can't see you. It's too dark in here. Simon, you know what today is? It's November 9th. Today is November 9th.
Yay.
Yeah. Mommy's reading a book today. All right, I will be back throughout the day continuing to read this book. I am really confident that I can finish it by tonight. I was really worried about it, but I just read like over 100 pages in an hour. So it's a quick, easy read, which is what I definitely need for this type of challenge. So I finished the 2nd November a little while ago. It was good. It's all so good. I mean, I wish I had something better to say than good, but it's like, I don't know. I'm scared. Like, this has to go bad at some point. Like, obviously, they met for the 2nd November. I don't want to give spoilers, but, like, all was well. They pretty much just, like, picked up where they left off. There's a lot of chemistry. They get physical. You know, it's like, I mean, I guess it's not. Like, I can kind of relate to that. Like, when I went to Thailand, I came back, you know, like a year later, and a lot of my relationships, or, like, friendships at least, picked up right where they left off. So a year is a long time, but it's also not when you like want to maintain that relationship. But I just like know that one of these times, right, one of them is gonna be dating someone. That is probably what's gonna happen, and it's gonna make me so sad. Like, what would be the point of the book if they just, you know, meet once every 5 years and nothing bad ever happens and it's always perfect every year and then they end up together, you know? Like, there's got to be some tension here. Hello, romance. And I'm nervous because in the 1st November, he said something about, like, what if they don't end up together? That would not be a romantic ending. And she said, like, as long as they end up happy separately, it would still be a good ending. And I feel like I don't want that to happen. Like, yes, that is absolutely true, but I don't want that to happen. And I'm scared it's going to happen. Colleen, don't do that to me. Anyway, 3rd November. Here we go. Did you guys see that poem? I loved it. I guess that's like the wordy nerdy girl about me. I'm gonna tell my husband to write that and give it to me and pretend that he wrote it. Really? All right, 2 pages into November, the 3rd November 9th. I'm emotionally distraught. I cannot handle this. Okay, it's my lunch break. My son is sleeping. Time to bump out like another 100 pages, ideally. Opinions on Milk Duds? They're like I can't resist.
Listen to this. Meant to be together? Are you listening to yourself? This isn't one of your fairy tales, Fallon. This is real life, and in the real world, you have to bust your ass for the happy ever after. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you do. You do. You have to, like, bust your ass to... I'm so happy he said that, because I think when you read a lot of romance books, you start to forget that that is not real life. And then you have certain people saying, you know, like, it can be real life, don't settle. And no, that's not real life. You have to bust your ass for a happy ever after when it comes to relationships. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Somebody is speaking logically here. Okay, so they just, you know, crossed a line, and he wants her to stay, or he wants her number so that they can talk every day and kind of break the terms of their agreement. He's willing to move to New York to her, and she's like, no, you need to stay here. You need to be here for your family. And I think she's right. I think that, I don't know, I think they're both right. I'm really torn. Like, I think he is being impulsive. He's obviously incredibly emotional because of what's going on with his family, and he is not in the place to make this decision right now. But I think where she's losing me is that, I mean, she is talking about him needing to be there for his family, but she says, no, Ben, go back inside and finish your book. Like, okay, the book is important. Obviously, we're talking about like career goals, life goals, success, money. These things are important, especially if he needs to help take care of his sister-in-law and her new baby. But like, when she says that, it makes it sound like the book and like the story that will get turned into the book is more important than the reality. And I think that is what he's gonna take from it. And I totally, like, that's what I would probably take from it too. I think she should have just stuck to the family reasoning. Poor Ben. She hates insta love. Apparently she hates semi-instant love and slow love and love at a snail's pace and love in general, and fuck. Wait, he said I get what I deserve. Have we figured out yet why his brother hit him? Is this like building up to Ben being problematic? Because that's going to be a bummer. Anyway, here we are. The 4th, November 9th. In her darkness, she is silent. In my darkness, she screams. Ooh, that's dark. We're gonna find out what's up with Ben. Not looking forward to it. Oh my god, I want to puke. Are you? Oh my god. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I want to cry. What the hell? I hate this. Okay, that is bullshit. Why is she acting like she cares this much when she made it clear last year she wasn't interested in anything more than the arrangement we made? Let me just go back. She says, it's only 3 more years. If we're meant to be together, 3 years is nothing. That clearly means that she wants to be with him and that her intention is to be with him. I'm mad. Fucking boys. I swear to God. I don't know. I don't want to like... I'm sure the way I'm reacting is a popular opinion and like Ben is the bad guy, and I totally understand. Like, I was frustrated with Jordan too because, like I said, she was focusing too much. Wait, I just called her Jordan. I was mad at Fallon too, like the way she was putting too much focus on the book. They definitely didn't communicate well. I think that she could have said, okay, here's my number, let's talk, but like no one's moving. I think there could have been a happy medium. But like, Ben, come on. Like, she left that with every clear intention of continuing to meet up every year. And like, I mean, if he falls in love with someone, he falls in love with someone. We always knew that was a risk. But he's trying to say, like, why is she acting so upset? It's like, are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? I'm so angry. This is so messy. Okay, that was quick. We're on the 5th November. All right. I need a moment. I gotta go get something to eat. I feel like I'm gonna, like, vomit from what just happened, but also I might just be hungry. So, I'll be back. Getting cozy. I have, like, probably 30 minutes until my son wakes up. So, time is of the essence. I am on page 220, so less than 100 pages left. Are you kidding? If you're still watching and you're not wanting spoilers, turn this off right now. The fire? He started the fire. I didn't even know that that was within the realm of possibility. Maybe I don't remember what caused the fire, but I feel like at no time did we think that existed. That possibility could exist in this world. Ugh. Oh, this is sick. Are you supposed to feel nauseous when you read a book? I would run my fingers over his lips to see if they really were as soft as the words that come from them. I'm going to use that line. I would pick up his hands and brush my thumbs over his palms to see if they really felt capable of caressing the scars they were responsible for. I would wrap my arms around him and stand on my tiptoes to whisper in his ear, "Why didn't you tell me that the foundation you taught me to stand on is made from quicksand?" Oh my God. Please tell me I'm not your fucking plot twist. It took 4 years for me to fall in love with him. It only took 4 pages to stop. Oh my God, I'm gonna puke. Okay, I am on page 271. I have like 30 pages left, and my son just woke up. That? Okay. I have 1 page left. Let me go. That book really took me for a ride. First of all, I cannot believe that I finished it already. It's like 3 o'clock. I thought I would be reading like into the night. Okay, let's chat. I liked that book a lot. The writing was good. The dialogue was good. The characters were likable. The story was self-aware, I think. And there was 2 big shockers, right? The first shocking moment is when he was dating Jordan. Hated that. Absolutely hated that. I don't necessarily think that it was bad for the book or the story, but I personally hated it. The second thing was, of course, that he caused the fire. And like at that point, what was Colleen gonna do? Like, she had to try and justify it. And I think she did a good job of justifying it. Like, obviously, I have never lit someone's house on fire and like gave their child 4th degree burns. That is next level. But I have reacted impulsively many times in my life, and the guilt that you feel when you calm down and you have to face your actions that you did when you were enraged or emotional, like, that is such a specific feeling, and I felt that in my life. Again, not to this extent, but then if I imagine, like, honestly, I could totally see myself doing something like that. I mean, that probably sounds bad to say, like, I'm not going to do that, but I just know that I've made really bad decisions when I was emotional and my feelings were heightened. And so it's like, yeah, that could totally happen. He thought that this man was responsible for his mom dying. And the guilt that he feels after and how it tears apart his life, totally. If I think about how crappy I feel for small things that I regret, I can only imagine what that would do to a person. So that was so believable to me. And I think some people could say that, oh, that's kind of a stretch. But no, I thought it was really believable. The only thing at the end that I didn't really like was, we're talking like literally second to last page. No, third to last page. I didn't come here to forgive you. You were 16. You're not a bad person. You were a scared teenage boy. There's nothing to forgive. If anything, I'm here for your forgiveness. I know your heart. I should have recognized that last year. Okay. I get what she's saying, but like at the end of the day, he is still 100% responsible for her getting 4th degree burns over 30% of her body. I'm not saying that she couldn't have fallen back in love with him. Like, absolutely she could have, and honestly, like, I probably would have too. But it's okay for her to be mad at him. And it's okay for her to say, like, I completely understand why you would have made that mistake. And of course she knows, had he known she was in the house, he would have never done that. But it's like, she hated him for this whole year, and clearly when she gets the manuscript, she still hates him. And she reads the manuscript, and it's just like, okay, you read it and instantly you forgive him. Like, I would understand it more if she had read it and then there was like a gap where she had time to forgive him. I mean, maybe that's why they were focusing so much on the fact that he dropped it off at midnight and then it's midnight on the next day, so she had a full 24 hours to read it. So, and like, it only took me a couple minutes to read it. So yeah, I guess she did have like, Simon, please, your mother is coping right now. Your mother is analyzing right now. I guess she did have time to come to terms with it. Still, I was like, oh, come on, Fallon. Like, you're not apologizing to him. He literally burned 30% of your body. That was honestly, like, out of the whole book, I hated the Jordan thing, but I thought it worked in the book. But I hated that she was like, you don't need to apologize. It's like, I mean, just like a sorry would be nice, right? I wasn't sure they were going to end up together because, as I said earlier, she really emphasized, like, it's still a happy ending if two people wish the best for the other person and they both end up happy separately. And there is a lot of mention in this about selfless love. And so I really thought that's where this was going. So the fact that she wrapped it up with them getting together, I'm really happy, also really surprised. Like, I thought this was gonna be a bummer. So I'm happy. All right, I'm gonna come back in a little while to give like my final rating, and I just need a little time to sit with it like she should have done after reading the manuscript. Alrighty, it has been a couple hours since I finished the book, and I've given it some thought, allowed myself some time to calm down from the excitement. And you know what? I am still going with a 5-star rating. I really liked this book. And I have said in a couple videos now, like, I'm not the biggest Colleen Hoover fan. All her books are so hyped. So when I've read the ones that I've read, I was slightly let down. And with this one, I think I did myself a service by not knowing too much about it. And I think what I said in the beginning, like, that is true, but also the book kind of, it's not that simple, and it's not what I was expecting. I guess I thought that they were older, like you were gonna see them meeting every year for like 20 years or something. It's not like that. And while the twist was it was a lot, I thought that it was well done. So I'm gonna go with 5 out of 5. This makes me want to read more Colleen. I like this book. I feel like I could read this book every year on November 9th, like make it a little tradition, because it's been a while since I've reread a book, but I really enjoyed this. And if I only read it once a year, maybe I would have time to forget and it would just be a fun little tradition. And I finished it by 3 p.m. I started early at like I started at like 7 a.m. If I read straight without stopping, it might have taken me like 3 hours to read, maybe a little longer, 3.5. Alright guys, that is going to be it. I had so much fun with this video. I would like to do more trying to read a book in a day videos. My dream one day is to do a 24-hour reading vlog, but I can't fathom how that would be possible with a toddler. So if you liked this book, please let me know in the comments. If you didn't like it, definitely let me know because I need to know why. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying this book content. Bye.